Hey guys, it's time for a brew. Fantastic. So, this morning with my tea, I didn't make my morning move in the correct time periods. It was a really weird way of saying I did not put my time in. I can't think of the right words. I'm just going to go on. So I need to get moving. Need to get, leaving, make my lunch and leave. And so I was doing all that, and I remembered, I don't have tea. I don't have tea, ready. So I'm like, I don't have enough time to let this brew. The water was boiled and everything. And I was like, I'm not going to have enough time. So I put it in the mug, and I close it up. I'm like, it'll brew on the way in, which is, only a couple minutes. So I was like, I should be good. And so I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do about the sugar and the milk? All right, well, let's put that in a little thing. But instead of putting them in two separate things, I tried to put them in one thing. I have no idea why I thought that was a good idea, but I did it, and it was stupid. Because I tried to overflow it, because I put the sugar in, and then I put the milk on top, thinking, it'll mix in. Well, obviously, in my brain now, my non-rushing brain, I am thinking, sugar does not dissolve well in cold liquids. They can dissolve in hot liquids. That's why it works with tea. So, anyways, I get it all together, and I put it in my lunchbox, and I grab my banana, and out the door. I get there, and it's work. And it's like, okay, well, it's had time to brew, so let's get that bag out of there. Unscrew, get that bag out, throw it away, go unlock and undo all the things, right? Open the place up. And so I was like, okay, no one's around yet. I don't really have anything to do just quite yet. It's super crucial. So I go back there and I'm like, all right, let's open this up. So I ease that open because it's right to the top, the milk and the sugar, right? And I dump that in. Well, it fills my mug up, pretty much all the way, right to the top. I was like, okay, well, I guess I expected. I had a little left over. I was like, okay, no big deal. And then I got to looking at that again. All the sugar is still on the bottom. Hardly any of the sugar came out of there. So I'm taking a spoon, and I'm scooping it out, putting it in there. And then I'm like, okay, I got it all in there. It's up to the top. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a few awful sips of really no sugar coffee or no sugar tea at all, right? So I sip some in, and then I go, and I'm like, all right, I need to mix this up. Crap! I didn't bring a big spoon because it's my biggest mug, and I need my longest spoon to be able to get into the bottom of this mug. And I was like, crap! What am I gonna do? And then I was like, I found a plastic knife that was close, but it's not great. It was kind of one of those you get if you're doing this and you're right at the top, you can't hold it any looser, any more loose there. And so yeah, I did that. Finally got that stirred up, and it was fine. It was pretty hot, so kind of sipping on it, and so that was all done. But I was like, why didn't I plan this better? All because of one stupid mistake that I didn't make my tea earlier, which that mug does so well holding the heat that I can literally have that. I had it almost all day one time because I made it right before I left. I had in good timing, right? So it was done, and I had to screw the lid on as I feel like I have a burp, but it's not coming out. That's why I'm But anyways. It can last forever. So I'll have that filled in and it'd be good all day. But anyways, so moving on. I got caught up in the shop today, so I was really happy about that. So that was all cool. And then had one of the guys, one of the local businesses that came in, and he's like, I can't get on Facebook. And whatever. So I went and fixed that up, and when he came back, he's like, well, how much is it? He started handing me his, credit card, debit card, whatever. And I was like, if we get some food, because he has a restaurant, I'm like, if we get some food, we'll just call it even. Because I'm thinking there's nothing we can order, me and him together, me and the owner together, Dad, whatever. There's nothing that me and Dad can order together that would be anywhere close to what I would have actually charged him for what I did on it. So I was like, we're just gonna get something out of it at least. So we both got some food. We got some chicken chunks and fries, and it was good, but it was only good while I was eating it. Have you ever had that? Let me know in the comments if you had these sort of situations where you're like, oh my gosh, I taste so good, and you have like that just Homer chicken. It's my best Homer drooling thing. And it was great while having it, but then afterwards it was like, why did I eat that? Because I already had lunch. I told you I made lunch. I ate that lunch. So I was being kind of a pig today. Oh my gosh, just being a pig. So needless to say, I had a little bit of a tummy ache after that. And yeah, I said tummy. Don't throw things at me, alright? That's what I'm going to call it. Belly ache? Does that sound more adult? I don't care. Tummy ache. And so I didn't go to the gym tonight because I was like, no, because then you go do all that working out and you're just like, bleh. So I didn't do any of that. But I got a letter in the mail. Sorry, I'm just going to jump topics here. I got a letter in the mail from my church, and it's weird because I go like, pretty much every Sunday school and regular church, right? And I get a letter cordially, that's what I get out of that. They invited me cordially to a dinner after church this Sunday, and technically I already have it on my calendar, I think, so I already knew about it. And last Sunday's bulletin of events, I already wrote that down, and they sent me a letter inviting me to stay after church and bring all your friends, because apparently I have another church that's going to join us too. So I was like, alright, that's cool, I guess. I'm not the best with new people. I'm kind of a wallflower in that sense. I don't do well with new people. I kind of just, if I get introduced in some way or they provoke the conversation, I'm fine, kind of. But it's always kind of an awkward moment until I can finally open my defenses and be like, okay, let's talk and let's have a conversation, right? So it should be good. Always love to have good home cooked meals brought in like that. That's always nice. And yes, I say I'm a foodie and everything, but I cook for myself. I do not cook for groups, so I don't normally bring food to these things. I lend a hand if they need help with anything, but past that, I don't know what else to do because I only know how to make enough for me. I know, just double the batches and everything, but not all my stuff really comes from recipes, so I don't really do that too often. But I don't eat that much either. When I go to those things, I eat like a little bit and then that's it, because most of the food is either too bland because nobody wants to put seasoning in because they think they'll kill the old people of the church, or it just is weird. Like they put stuff in I don't like, which happens a lot, which is why I cook for myself so much and I don't go to restaurants very often. I know, I just ordered food from a restaurant, right? But it was a meal that they really couldn't screw up. Chicken chunks and fries, they really can't screw that up. They're not going to all of a sudden shove an onion in there, or like bread and onion and put it, have a hot sauce on it and put it in there, and like trick me, you know what I mean? God, that would be awful, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah, that'd be like a nightmare lunch. Ugh, it'd be terrible. So, after all this, the morning didn't start out the greatest for me or my upstairs neighbor either, I'm sure. We both kind of get around relatively the same time and kind of leave for work about the same time. But I know I'm in bed at this time. I laid back down. I normally get up earlier than I did, but I laid back down. And out of nowhere, like, most noises and stuff come into my dreams, and this one came into my dream, that's for sure. It was like, bang, 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 bang. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And I'm like trying to figure out what's going on, I'm thinking, is somebody pounding on my door? No, the echo doesn't sound right, so I don't think that's it. And And then I was like, what the heck is happening? I'm looking out the window. I don't see anything. So I get up, use the restroom, all those things, get the kettle going, because I did get a cup of tea this morning, but anyways, I'm not going to rehash on that. Anyways, I get that going, and I finally look outside, and I see some people with a truck backed up into the yard. It's like, oh, that's a good idea, back up into the yard. And look like they're messing with some siding. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'm almost done, guys, I promise. Looking at my clock, I'm like, oh, it's past 10 and a half minutes. But yeah, so I look outside and I see that, and it's like, okay, so I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they're going to put siding on this place. It doesn't make any sense for, it's mostly brick. So I was like, I don't know what they're doing, but it's weird. Whatever. So I go on about my morning and everything. I think I even made breakfast this morning and everything, and I got that done. And then I get ready to go to leave, and I was like, oh, okay, it is a big piece of siding. And they have like 2 ladders propped up on our place. I get home, there's no siding, there's nothing that's changed that I seen. If they did do something, I don't know what they did, but it was just like, what happened today, and why all the banging? Why all the banging? So that's pretty much it. One final thing. I'm hoping that this is true, that this happened. I went and played Ice Sketch again because I've been watching Toby Turner's YouTube stuff, and I'm like, I haven't played Ice Sketch in a long time. I'm going to go play again. So I went and played, and of course, during the game, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I do like Pictionary type things, and drawing online like that is kind of fun. And the whole time I'm thinking, Toby Turner. Like, I wonder if he's going to get in like and play at some point. That would be kind of fun, And at this also I was thinking, what if I was streaming this right now? I wonder if I should be recording this and like putting this on my channel, right? Even though the streaming thing really bogs down my system. And out of nowhere, I keep seeing like not Tobuscus or fan of Tobuscus or whatever, different little names. But one of them was Tobuscus, and the things that were being said were kind of funny. So I don't know if it was him. I will let you know, because obviously I will be watching. I always watch for his videos coming out. I want to see if one of those was me, because if you also watch Toby Turner's stuff, let me know in the comments if you think Tobuscus is like the most awesome guy ever. But if you see an Ice Sketch video come out and you see somebody guessing name Brock, that's me. That's definitely me. Which obviously because of my channel, right? But I didn't put Brock first in there, unfortunately. I didn't think to put that in there. I was like, I'll just put it with my own name, it'll be fine. If I just put Brock in there, that'd be fine. And so I just did that. But I could have sworn, because he didn't play very long. And he doesn't play very long. It was, he usually only plays for like, 8-10 minutes, whatever. He usually plays at least they're around. So I'm hoping that was him. Anyways, get off that soapbox. I would be so jazzed if that was actually him. So yeah, I'm gonna do some dishes, get some laundry going, and do all the adult things. Thanks for watching, thumbing and whatnot with the video. Just leave me some comments down below. Come on, give me some comments, give me some feedback, right? But I hope you guys have had a great day. Tomorrow is Friday, or today is Friday if you're watching this on, well, of course you'll be watching this, right? So I hope you had a good one, and I'll catch you guys later.